Welcome back everybody, Carmen here, and it is finally time for me to get ready for my first market. And I know what you may be thinking, Carmen, it's July, why are you just now doing your first market? Well, if you watched my previous video, I explained everything in that video, and so I am just a little bit behind this year, but that's okay. We're going to get back on track. Now, my market runs on Saturdays, and today is the Sunday before that Saturday. And I looked out the window a little while ago and I seen that there was some sunflowers that were ready to be cut. And sunflowers you can hold in your refrigerator for a week before you actually sell them. And that is assuming you cut them at the proper stage. And I'm going to show you the correct stage to cut them at. So this sunflower here, as you can see, it is just a little bit more open than what I would normally want to cut it at, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. Right here, I hope you can see that. I'll cut it and give you a closer look. The petals are just starting to lift off of the center. So let's have a look at that one. All right, so as you can see here, those sunflower petals, they are just starting to lift off of the center. So that is the perfect stage to cut your sunflowers at. I planted Pro-Cut and Sunrich this year. Don't know which ones this is, to be honest, because I am terrible at labeling things. It looks like I do have a few of these that are ready to cut. Okay, that is all that I'm seeing. Okay, so I think next we'll cut some snapdragons. If you notice that they start dropping these lower petals, then I wouldn't sell them. That usually means that they've been pollinated and they're kind of on their last legs. So your customer would not get a very long vase life out of them. And our goal, of course, is to give our customer as long of a vase life as possible. And usually what you want is for about 2 to 3 rows of your buds to be open. So that is the perfect stage for harvesting snapdragons. Snapdragons are another flower that have a really good vase life. This one is obviously pretty far gone, but I'm going to cut it anyway. I'll enjoy it myself if I need to. Something else that I want to mention is, as you can see, I have a lot of beautiful zinnia blooms, but these blooms are not going to last until next Saturday, and zinnias do not have enough vase life that I can cut them a week in advance. So in order to encourage new blooms, it's important that you keep on top of cutting away the old blooms. So I am going to go through here and start cutting out all of these blooms. Another reason why it's important to keep your flowers deadheaded is that it does help to encourage good airflow. So keep that in mind. Because zinnias are prone to mildew, you need that good airflow. Okay, well, I got all of the zinnias chopped down. Now I've just got a huge mess to clean up, but that's okay. I'll grab my umbrella cart and go through and pick those up. And that is going to be all that, oh, there's some zinnias. I'm going to do those real quick too. But that is all that I'm going to get done this evening. So today I am continuing my prep for my Saturday market, and my focus today is going through and deadheading all of my dahlias. As you can see, I have a lot of dahlia damage. I just have not been able to keep up with everything this year, but I think dahlias are still worth the effort. I think they're just such a beautiful flower and they look amazing in bouquets. So I will continue to grow dahlias and just continue to increase my knowledge on how to grow them and how to get those nice, beautiful blooms. But deadheading the dahlias, getting rid of that old bloom, of course, encourages new growth, and that is what we want. So, and as I go through the patch deadheading, I'm also going to look for more Japanese beetles, get rid of those in the process. All right, out of all of that, I've got one usable dahlia, and I'm going to enjoy this one for myself because it is Tuesday. Oh, happy 4th, everybody. And vase life of dahlias are not very long, so I don't want to keep this till Saturday. So I'm just going to enjoy this one. Right now it is Thursday night before my Saturday market. It's about 6:30 in the evening. So I'm going to go through and harvest what I can this evening. I'll probably come out early in the morning before I go to work at I'll probably come out about 4:30 in the morning and harvest my basil then. Basil is better if you harvest it first thing in the morning, because it's got more water in it at that point. So with zinnias, you want to do the wiggle test. If you wiggle it back and forth and it's not floppy, let me give you a comparison here. Like this one here, can you see that? That one is not ready, but this one is ready. It's stiff when you wiggle it back and forth. So that's what you're looking for in your zinnias. So this one is ready to go. And these are all the Queen Lime series here. Oh, and I think I also might have some Benary's Giant Lime in with these. I'll just be honest with you folks. I never label anything. I just start the seed and I plant it. Now, if I was doing something other than the farmer's market, I would definitely want to label it, but for the farmer's market, I don't really need anything that specific. There's another one that's ready. I love the Queen Lime Red. I think they are such a pretty color, almost like an antique red color. So that looks like all the zinnias I'm going to get tonight. I've got some that look like they're really close. They should be ready either in the morning or tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. whenever I come out and cut. So I think the next thing that I'm going to focus on is getting some azuratum cut. Okay, so here's some azuratum. Some of this azuratum is really too far. I'm trying to get in here, like all of those are open. You can see that. That's too far open. Ideally, you want them in tighter clusters, kind of like that. Okay, so I've got everything loaded for market. One thing I also did that I didn't show to you earlier was I bought vases this year. Before, if I did any kind of an arrangement, I did them in mason jars. But I decided to go ahead and purchase these. They're like all Fiesta colors. There's yellow, blue, orange, pink, because I thought the bright colors would attract people to the flowers. So we'll see whether or not that's true. And you know, I know you can get mason jars a lot cheaper, or even use jars free if you save them, but I'll just charge for them, you know, get my money back on them. So everything is loaded and ready to go. I'm running just a little bit behind because of another issue that I am saving for my next video. Okay, all right, well, let's go to the market. Well, market is over. I'm back at home. Everything's unloaded. I came back with a couple of buckets of flowers, probably 2.5 buckets, and I made $100. Well, I didn't make really anything, but I sold $100 worth of flowers. So, you know, not ideal. You always want to earn more, but it's okay. I'm still going to grow flowers. So anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.